After the curtain fell on the WTA finals and the trophies gleamed beneath the spotlights, both Aryna Sabalenka and Elena Rybakina stepped forward for the ceremonial photos, the grand finale every tournament demands. Awards in hand and speeches delivered, they posed proudly for tradition's sake. Yet when it came time for the customary shot with WTA CEO Portia Archer, the air shifted. Rybakina, unflinching and resolute, refused to join, turning a routine ritual into a thunderclap moment. As the applause dimmed, her silence thundered louder than any triumph, as Elena Rybakina sent a powerful message by snubbing the WTA CEO at the WTA finals. Elena Rybakina fused history and defiance into one unforgettable evening, etching her name into both the sporting and moral chronicles of tennis. Under the blinding Riyadh lights, she conquered the WTA finals with the poise of a champion and the resolve of a rebel. The Kazakh powerhouse walked away with a staggering $5.235 million for the victory, believed to be the biggest single payday in the history of women's sport. But it wasn't just the money that set tongues wagging. It was what came after the glory that stole the show. Having dismantled world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka in straight sets to seize the season's richest prize, Rybakina stood tall on Saudi soil, where tennis history and tension often intertwine. The WTA finals, in its second year of a 3-year deal with Riyadh, had delivered spectacle and controversy in equal measure. But when it came time for the ceremonial photos, the traditional moment shared between champion, runner-up, and the tour's top brass, Rybakina broke from the script. With her trophy shining beside her, Elena Rybakina declined to take the traditional photo with WTA CEO Portia Archer, yet she later posed graciously alongside runner-up Aryna Sabalenka. When asked about her decision, Rybakina stayed calm yet resolute, her words deliberate and measured. "I think we're all doing our job, and we had the opportunity to have conversations, but in the end it never happened, so we're all doing our job, and I think we're going to keep it this way." Her response revealed little yet hinted at everything, a simmering tension beneath a composed exterior. Without an official statement from the WTA, the tennis world wasted no time connecting the dots. Many believed Rybakina's silent protest was tied to the 12-month ban imposed on her coach, Stefano Vukov, earlier in the season. The ban, handed down after allegations of abusive conduct, had sparked outrage from the Kazakh star, who publicly defended her coach, saying earlier this year that he, Vukov, never mistreated me. Archer's position overseeing such investigations only intensified the symbolism of Rybakina's refusal. The report, compiled by an independent agency, had accused Vukov of telling Rybakina she would still be in Russia picking potatoes, without him, a claim that painted him in the darkest of shades. But Rybakina never wavered. She condemned the investigation's existence and celebrated fiercely when Vukov's ban was overturned in August after an appeal. His return to her box seemed to reignite her fire. Since then, she's won 18 of her last 23 matches, lifting titles in Ningbo and Riyadh, while crushing 8 of her last 9 top 10 opponents. Ironically, Rybakina had been the last to qualify for the WTA finals field, scraping in through a late surge that saw her claim the Ningbo title and a semi-final run in Tokyo before pulling out. Yet, she ended her season not with a smile for the cameras, but with a statement that echoed beyond the court. Declining that picture may have been her protest, but her victory, both on and off the court, ensures she ends the year on a higher note, ready to reclaim her destiny when the new season dawns. Elena Rybakina showed fearless resolve against Aryna Sabalenka. Elena Rybakina walked into the WTA finals not at her physical peak, yet armed with fearless intent. Battling a sore right shoulder, she chose not to retreat but to attack, embracing a bold, first-strike strategy that would define her week. As the tournament unfolded, the Kazakh warrior began to find her rhythm. The more she played, the freer she swung, rediscovering that crisp, thunderous timing that makes her serve and forehand a nightmare to counter. Every round built her belief, every point stitched her confidence back together. By the time the final night arrived, standing across from world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, Rybakina looked unshaken. She didn't adjust her tactics, she doubled down. I feel like she just decided that she's just going to step in and go for her shots without thinking and without doubting any decisions, Sabalenka admitted. And I think she was a bit more brave today than me. That bravery carved history. In a 6-3, 7-6-0 triumph, Rybakina claimed an undefeated 5-0 record and walked away $5,235,000 richer, the single biggest payday in women's tennis history. The victory extended her win streak to 11, a surge that began after a defeat to the same Sabalenka in Wuhan. Her numbers tell a story of defiance and dominance. Rybakina now owns an 8-6 record against world number ones, an astonishing feat. She's the first to beat both Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek at multiple WTA events, a testament to her consistency and courage under fire. Some moments, she reflected, when I needed it the most, the serve worked, even though she was really playing well and pushing me in the tough situations. Even before the match, Rybakina called Sabalenka aggressive, yet it was her own controlled aggression that ruled the night. As a new season looms just months away, the Kazakh stands at the edge of something greater. Her composure, fire, and newfound edge could turn 2026 into the year she defines, not just by victories, but by the way she commands the court with silence, power, and poise.